Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Real Estate Cash Flow with Tokwe Amos, your one and only Africa real estate number one ROI maximizer. Alright, so today I also want to talk about something interesting. And before I start this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel if this is the first time that you are watching this video. And I also want you to share this video with everyone, with people that you know would actually find wisdom, people that would find value in what I talk about, because I talk about real estate investment, and I share real value on my channel. All right, so guys, today I want to talk about debt. This is what I'll be talking about today on this channel, when it comes to real estate. Because you see, there's what we call good debt, and there's also what we call a bad debt. Now, you see, when it comes to debt, you see, as depending on your opinion, perspective, what you have been taught. For example, as a Christian, you will hear people say, oh, God said you should not borrow, that you will lend to nation. See, we have to understand that there is a good debt, like I said, and there's a bad debt. You have to think of debt nowadays as a leverage. This is leverage, as a leverage, you see. Because let me tell you something. Nowadays, what we have is fake money. What we have is fake money, in the sense that banks are printing money. So you cannot call that money the money that you can hold on to, like in the olden days, in the Bible days. I'm not saying what God said is about the Bible days. I'm just trying to give you some wisdom. Is that in some olden days, what they have is gold, what they use for money, the silver, that you cannot just print it. You understand? It takes time to before before you mine gold, and do some work on it, all these passing it through fire, to purify it and all that. You understand? So it takes time, unlike now where we have paper, pew, money is out. Do you understand? So you need leverage. And I believe this is why the prophet Elijah told the woman to borrow vessel. Do you understand? So that she can have more oil, especially for you who are Christian and you've read that part, in the Bible. And I mean the story of a woman prophet, who her husband was a prophet, and he died. And but he was owing a lot of people, and those people that he was owing wanted to now take his two children. They want to take them, and the wife went to the prophet, and the prophet was like, oh, what do you have in your house? And the woman said, I don't have anything except a little oil. And the man said, okay, go and borrow vessel from your neighbor. Then you pour the oil inside the vessel, and before you know it was it was filled up, and she was able to sell, and clear the debt, and also live on the rest. Do you understand? So that is what we call leverage. Now, that is leverage. All right, so that is what you have to think. So when it comes to leverage, you have to know that first of all, the reason why you need leverage is because what we have is fake money. So you don't want to have like $20 million, and the whole $20 million you put it on a particular property, when you can just use maybe like say out of that 20 million, you can use like maybe 10 million, or you can even use like 10 million, 7 million to put it, as a money down, on a particular property, and the rest of the money you use it as a money down on another property. Now, talking about talking about debt, sorry, talking about debt. You see, when I talked about money down now, I'm not saying you should now let me explain about this thing about money down in real estate. You see, I know that when it comes to talking about debt, some people would appreciate, a property that comes with no money down. That is, you're not putting anything down. It is basically being financed by debt. But it's not really a good way to go when you look at it, because especially when you talk of, I said debt should be a leverage. You should not totally depend on it. Do you understand? And be happy. You should be able to put down like 25%. to 50%. Do you understand? You should be able to afford like from 25% to 50%. Now, I will tell you why. Because if you remember, for those of us who have read about, the real estate boom and crash, of the around 2008 and all that, you know, people especially people who use debt and they had like no money down. Do you understand? And the interest rates sort of double, it's become problematic. Do you understand? And before you know, because this thing has a ripple effect. There's a ripple effect that come with, when there's a crash, especially in the real estate sector. Do you understand? Where bank has already packaged your mortgage, as they've packaged it and sold it to some people. Do you understand? And that you now have the mortgage, you cannot pay it. It can lead to a lot of disaster. So now, what I will say is this: the reason why you need to put down 25% to 50%, you understand, is because even in case the house you bought, in case the interest on it should even double, because you should think about it, what if it doubles in the next like 5 years? Would I still be able to afford this house? Will I still be able to keep this house? You would be able if you have around 25% to 50% down, and especially if the property is in a good location. Do you understand? And it has a really good cash flow, that you're getting from it. All right, anyway, I won't, this video is too short for me to explain everything that I want to talk about when it comes to using debt in real estate. All right, so in my next video, I'll be breaking some of this thing that I talked, jammed together in this video. I'll be breaking it down. All right, so if you are ready to start investing in real estate now, just go to my website at estateintel.org. You will find property that have high capacity to appreciate in value. You will find land, you will find home. Then you can chat me up on WhatsApp and we can talk about your budget. All right, still I come to your way next time. Watch this video again, think about it, and don't forget to share it with other people. Have a wonderful day.